I'm Bomber.
And I'm Chris.
And you're listening to This Week in Dry Sedgefield.
All right, we're back.
We're back. We are.
We are, and we've had a little bit of rain.
We have indeed, but
Just a
it's feeling
smidgen.
as muggy as a mug of coffee at the moment, isn't
As
it?
someone in the back alley who's taken away a wallet.
Oh, yes. There we go.
And that's not even our joke for this
No,
week.
it isn't.
is
Oh,
it?
let me tell you my joke.
Okay, let's hear it.
That's good. Because it's a Sedgefield story.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So, yeah, I was walking down the road.
Yes.
And I saw a lady, an elderly lady, must have been in her late 80s,
Okay.
sitting on one of those benches by the lagoon.
Oh, lovely, yeah.
And, I said hello, as you do in Sedgefield, to say hello
One
to
does,
everyone.
yeah.
But I couldn't notice she was crying.
Oh, dear.
I felt very sad.
Yeah.
So I went and sat next to her, and I said, "Are you okay?" And she said, I said, "Oh, sorry. Are you? Have you lost someone recently?" Or
Yeah.
She says, "No, I found someone." I said,
What?
"What do you mean you found someone?" She says, "I have a new boyfriend." I said, "Oh, is he okay?" "Yes, he's only 26." I said, "What? He's only..." She said, "Yes." And I said, "So is he treating you badly? Why are you crying?" She says, "No, he treats me wonderfully." I said, "What do you mean?" "He cooks for me. He does the washing. He washes my clothes. He tidies the house." I said, "Oh no, is he stealing your money?" She said, "No, he's so wealthy. He fills the house with food and new things." I said, "Well, why are you crying?" She says, "I can't remember where I live." That's a real Sedge story.
Is it a true story?
No, it's not a true story at all.
It may be, you just can't remember.
Yes, well, maybe it could be true. Yeah, let's hope it is true for
Quite
someone.
dry.
It's a dry sense of humor. We
bit of a
have to have a
dry one.
dry sense of humor, don't
We
we?
do, because our taps have run dry in the midst of a horrific drought
Man.
where we've had little bits of rain and weather reports that we can't trust. But just when you thought, what world do we live in where you can't trust weather reports and where you can't trust your local politicians and government to get it done?
They're both as reliable as one another.
Wow.
But we have to have a theme tune
We do.
at this
we
very
do.
moment.
Are you ready for it?
I am.
Here it comes.
Wop, wop, wop. Okay, so some of you who are as old as me or older will remember, was that The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly? Or it was a Clint Eastwood movie.
Yeah.
That was or For a Few Dollars More or something, one of those.
Fistful of dollars.
Fistful of
I
Dollars
don't think
could
it was
be.
that, but
yeah.
it was...
Anyway, one of
from that.
those.
All of those. They're
Yeah,
actually one
the good,
movie.
the bad, and the indifferent.
Yes.
That was the theme tune because there's going to be a gunfight at the Knysna Corral.
Again?
Yes,
We've had
yeah.
a few, so there's going to be a new one.
Well, it
Yeah?
seems that the Sedgefield ratepayers are declaring war on the Knysna municipality.
Wow.
And I can't blame them. They
Yeah?
are up to here, not in water,
Yes.
up to here in no water.
I hope that you can all see Bomber's
Yes.
hand gesture right now.
They are up to their ankles in water
Yes.
and up to their top of their heads in frustration.
Yes.
So what's happened over the last few days, as you and everyone in Sedgefield knows, a lot of the taps are dry, as you
Yeah.
mentioned. We've got Gift of the Givers tankers driving up to the reservoir
Yeah.
to put water in. I'm not sure where they're getting it from. They might be pumping it
reservoir.
from the Knysna River.
Yes.
Sorry, from the Karatra River.
Okay, yeah.
Or it might be from the PG Bison boreholes, or it might be from the Sedgefield boreholes.
Doing
We
this from
don't know.
Swartflay.
Hey?
From Swartflay.
Or Swartflay. Oh, I hope it's not Saltflay.
not.
Yeah. In fact, it's not from the it's not from the boreholes, is it?
Is it not?
Because
Okay.
the pump
Yeah.
at our river feed off that pumps into our reservoir
Yeah.
is broken.
Oh dear.
Yes, it's broken.
Not
It's
an
called
opportune moment.
the lift pump. It's a
Okay.
very, very powerful pump that pumps it from the river level up to our reservoir. But there's a spare pump.
Of course. I mean, you would have that. Of
Obviously.
course. It's something as essential as water.
As
you would
water
have backups.
for a hot, you would have a spare pump.
Of course.
Sitting there waiting.
So tell me.
It does sit there waiting, and it's broken.
It's broken.
The spare pump is broken
It's
as well.
broken. Okay.
So this is like, oh, wow, it must have been a perfect storm that both of them were broken at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, what are the odds of that happening?
Yeah.
Pretty high, apparently.
Yeah.
So it seems that, well, the JOC, the Joint Operations
Committee,
Control,
that thing.
Calamity, whatever you want to call it.
This was the big group. We've got people from all sorts of departments, from province, from I think
local,
even national, right?
All
Someone
sitting on a committee.
Yeah, about
in
water
Knysna,
and infrastructure.
Knysna's water. This is where it happens.
This is their thing.
This is the operations center. It's there's almost a red button that they can hit or something like that. And it's very important. It's a very important
We'll
center.
get a glass of water, maybe.
Yes,
Let's go with that one.
Call for room service.
Yes.
And they didn't know that the pumps were broken.
Whoa.
Yeah, so Kevin of Ratepayers, he's tearing his hair out.
Sorry,
and he's
sorry,
jolly lucky to have any hair.
My brain skipped over that for a second. I just said they didn't know about it.
They didn't know that Sedgefield's pumps were broken. So now Sedgefield doesn't seemingly have a water delivery problem. Well, a water shortage.
Yes.
The river is flowing.
Yeah.
Not as much as we'd like it to,
no,
but it is flowing.
We're droughty, but
this
we're not
is
nice
not me
droughty.
telling people that they can use as much water as
of
they
course
want.
not. Yeah.
We are droughting. We are droughty.
Droughting
We're
hard.
a droughty crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we shouldn't have no water.
Of course not.
And we shouldn't
We haven't run
be
out.
relying on gift of the givers to... And what we were told is that gift of the givers are also actually getting... I don't want to say getting the Helen, but they're getting the Helen.
Yes.
About almost being relied on as a stopgap.
Well, that's
don't worry, they'll sort it.
Yeah, it'll get sorted.
It must be costing a fortune to transport tankers of water from one place to another.
Where that money could be used elsewhere.
So they are now using tankers to A, fill the reservoir, and B, to meet people on the street corners.
Yes. I've seen the messages.
Yes, you've got to go to a street corner and get yourself it was
again.
Yes,
again.
So that's not good. But when the Kevin Barnes from the ratepayers, the chair of the ratepayers, wanted to escalate the problem to go and find out what on earth is happening.
Yes.
To discover that the man in charge of the Joint Operations Center, Johnny Douglas, nice guy, very official and efficient.
Yes.
But nobody had told him.
Oh, come on.
So
do they know where Sedgefield is? Sedge
well,
what?
Sedge,
a field of what?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, well, no, yeah.
Tortoises.
Stop talking about the Northern Cape.
Come on.
So somebody had omitted to tell him.
What?
Also tearing his hair out, and he's got a lot more hair than me, is Councillor Livell Davies
that's
and Councillor Cleone Vanston.
Oh, there we go.
Because they're also fighting the Sedgefield fight.
They are,
I mean, Livell... We're going to play a quote from him a bit later, from a voice recording from him.
Let's hear it right now. This is a good summary of how he's feeling, and I think how a lot of us are feeling with regards to this.
Yeah.
And what we are going through is totally unacceptable and totally unnecessary. And it's actually quite a joke.
Yep. And Johnny Douglas, nobody had told him. Kevin from the ratepayers, as I said, is tearing his hair out.
And these guys are frustrated because this should have been avoided. This is not linked with the drought. This is not linked with anything else other than, could I say, negligence?
Yes. Yeah, negligence. And it seemed, and I don't know what level it's at. I don't know what level. Somewhere there seems to be an apathy. So we listened to a recording earlier that we're going to play a bit of after I've made this comment. But it basically seems like the top guys are saying, okay, let's sort this out, let's sort that out. And it gets to the middle level, and then they're going, let's not put. Should we put a tender out?
That's good. Let's call lunch.
Yes, yeah. I would put this order, but I need to have a cup of tea or something like that.
Something like
so
that.
they are suddenly rigidly sticking to these processes, which should be overridden.
Yes.
I mean, that's why we have this drought declaration,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we can override normal procedures,
protocols and
protocols. That's the word I'm looking for. And get things done. So we were told that there were how many pumps? 4.
Yes.
Sitting in George.
In George, yes.
4 big pumps.
Ready to go in George.
Ready to go.
That should, solve it quickly. If 2, perfect
Yes.
storm, 2 break, then we'll just go get them. Get the bucky.
Yeah, but no, they haven't been paid
No, they haven't.
for yet.
In fact, Kevin has summarized this so well, describing this whole process. Let's hear that.
Yeah.
So this whole system does not allow a proper functioning business.
And I totally agree. It's the bureaucracy. It's a system failure. It's frustrating, and it's honestly a bit disheartening. Well, not a bit.
Yeah.
It's very disheartening that this is the kind of thing going on, and this is on the top level. This is in the very public eye. It makes me think of all the other things kind of going wrong elsewhere as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's so frustrating. Look, by the time people listen to this podcast, because we're recording it Thursday afternoon, both of us are waving our hands around and gesticulating in all directions because we're so frustrated.
I'm going to dance a
and
little
we're
bit now.
so hot.
Yeah.
Oh, good, an interpretive dance. The listeners will love that. But what they're saying is that this evening, they are going to fit that pump.
Yes.
Like within the next few hours, they're going to fit that pump.
Yeah.
And by the time you listen to this, you will be listening to the sound of water gushing through your taps. Probably not.
Do you think it's going to be
There will
salty?
be airlocks.
Do you think it's going to be salty? Would that be
I
funny?
hope it's not going to be salty. No, it's
wouldn't be funny.
just scary. And
It's awful.
who knows what it's going to bring? Who knows? We've got local elections coming up.
And this was, we spoke about it last week as well, and I'm sure it's going to come. We've got Edition Week, the Edge is coming out next week. And
Yes,
I'm quite excited to see what you kind of put in there and put on there. With all the talks of the failings of the municipality at the moment.
Yes,
And whether, and how much now is going to impact the elections later on.
Yeah.
How can we make sure that we don't forget this stuff as a community, as a town, as a municipality, so that it reflects in how we vote later on? Now, I'm not campaigning for one person over or one party over another, but just that we would consider that the current system is not working.
Yeah.
Something has to change.
Something has to change, but I'm quite torn because something real has to change.
Yeah.
I
Not a
don't
resh-
know
not a
that if we
reshuffle.
just change our politicians, I don't even know that if we change party in charge, things will. I think maybe things might get more prioritized. I don't know.
Well-
But the problem I'm seeing is that this is years and years and years and years and years of not looking after your infrastructure.
Yeah.
So all the parties, can't we get a whole lot of new parties? Or can't we just...
Well, that's the thing happening
don't
nationally,
know.
right? It looks
Nationally, yeah.
And maybe that's going to trickle down a little bit more. I was thinking maybe one of the radical things, which I know one of the previous mayors of Sagefield has said in one of the town hall meetings that we've had, he was like, well, I was mayor once. We should be our own municipality again.
Yeah.
And would that solve it? I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows?
It could make it more
because
complex.
we're
it could
still
make
going
it
to
better.
end up with party politicians
That's it.
running the place. I don't know what the answer is.
Also don't.
I just know that the system needs a good shake-up. Faster decision-making, perhaps that will help.
That's it. Get rid of the bureaucracy. Get a few people who can really do the job well.
That's
The
it.
decentralizing and the Western Cape seceding.
Oh, yeah.
That's where
That's
I'm
going to
at.
happen. Oh, did you see that pink elephant flying by? Oh, my goodness. Yes, yeah.
You don't know.
Western Cape will secede. Canada will become a a province of a state of
Another
America.
state, yeah.
Yep.
Well,
and the
if we
list
were-
is endless.
If we were just a different state of South Africa, and there was that decentralization, and it's an idea that I actually got onto a bit more from you rather than the Cape Independence Party and all those guys, was the idea of that decentralizing the power, of giving the local bodies a bit more power and a bit more say.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I can understand the national government relinquishing some of its power. I think that might work in various provinces.
Yeah, and it should hopefully help. Maybe it could help things like the local infrastructure. Sure, also things like hospitals and all of those things. This is on my mind because next week, today, Thursday, we're going to be having our third child.
Oh yes,
Yeah, we're
absolutely.
going to be going to
That's very, very exciting.
I know.
Are you saying we might not have a podcast next week, or we might be recording it?
Let's try and record
from the-
earlier.
Okay, we'll try and record something earlier.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just do it over the phone.
Okay, there we go.
Yes,
With
you're
screaming in
doing
the
very
background.
well, Tammy. You're doing very well. And what we've got, the water things. Tell another joke, Bomber. Yes. No.
Now, this has led on to another story that it's just the start of a story that we are going to investigate.
Yeah.
Someone we know had a child at the Knysna Provincial Hospital.
Congrats to her.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
very happy.
Yes, it was a her.
Good. Thank you for clarifying.
But she was actually quite upset by the attitude of the nurses and the staff in the maternity ward.
Okay.
I'm painting a very mild picture here.
Yes. No,
It was actually, hearing it told, it was actually quite horrific.
traumatic.
Traumatic is the word I'm
Goodness.
looking for.
Okay.
And since this happened,
Yeah.
there has also been, we've discovered I think it was it was a social media post, it was
Okay.
shown to me,
Yeah.
of a couple of other people. Well, one particular person who also had the same thing in the last week or so.
Oh no.
The same treatment.
Yeah.
And also a few other people were saying, oh, wait till you hear about my experience.
Maternity ward specifically, or the
maternity
whole,
ward
Oh really?
specifically,
Oh
yeah.
no. That's
And that is really a place, because it's such a place of beautiful happenings.
My goodness,
if
it should be
that's- call it beautiful. I'm being very hum diddy. It's so beautiful. It shouldn't be
awful and
So,
traumatic.
look, we are investigating it.
Yes.
What do they say? No names, no pack shot.
I don't know.
Something like that. Anyway, no gift wrap. I don't know what the phrase is.
No idea.
No idea.
That's what I got. For you.
But no, we're going to have a
find
look
out
at
more.
it and see if there's any. Well, there is truth to it, because
Yes,
you
but-
don't get different individuals saying.
That's it, but what
such
exactly-
things.
what exactly is going
and
wrong?
obviously, we'll need to look at the story and give the hospital a chance to
to respond.
What I have to tell you, a relative of mine went to Groote a while back, and
Is that the Cape Town one?
the Cape Town
yes.
hospital.
Okay.
He was blown away by
Whoa! Oh
their
no!
service.
You know what? Oh no! Good. Okay.
Blown away in such a positive way.
Really?
Absolutely brilliant.
You don't hear that often.
But one shift made it very, very uncomfortable for him.
So
So-
you see,
That could be it. It could be a single shift where
yeah.
grumpy nurses or whatever have got together. He was there for quite a few weeks,
Yeah.
and he said it was just the one shift that he felt like he was treated like a second-class person, and all the other shifts, the nurses were wonderful, the sisters were wonderful, all the staff were wonderful, but it was like. I don't know why they would put all the bad nurses in one shift, but that's what it felt like to him.
So there isn't. It's not bad across all the shifts. It's just one shift that's bad. You're cutting it down. Maybe
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the case at Knysna Provincial.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a team of very overworked people. I don't know, but
That's very worthwhile.
It's alarming. It's alarming.
Very worthwhile investigating.
and that's why I mentioned it. But we're going to investigate it and see what truth there is and what can be done.
Yeah.
And maybe maybe the hospital directors, teams, whatever,
That's it.
don't know about it.
Exactly, that's it. And it would be great to hear these stories, and for people, if any of our listeners or anyone that
Yeah.
you know, listeners,
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
had this experience, then do reach out.
Or
Drop it in the
good
comments.
experiences
Or good
as well.
experiences. There we go. Thank you.
We'd like to hear of good experiences, because I think in the Western Cape, not that we're seceded, we do have really good hospitals. And I've always heard good things about Knysna and George.
And George especially, I've heard great
and
things.
as I said, Groote. So the government hospitals are predominantly better than they are in Eastern Cape and what have you.
Yeah.
So let's just, I can't say it's an isolated incident, but because there's been a few incidents.
Exactly,
Maybe
yeah.
an isolated shift, one might say.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you got to still dig into that.
Still
just
dig
a little
into
bit.
that, yeah.
We've got time for a story that you told me quite a while ago that I just so enjoyed, and we kind of hinted at it several times, and I cut out parts of it from previous episodes.
Okay.
And I think we've just got enough time.
Just got enough time
to hear from it now. You had a special visitor once.
Yes, we did.
At the
we
Edge.
did. Yeah, at the Edge. So the Edge was probably 4 years old at the time.
Yeah, early 2000s. then.
Yeah, early 2000s.
Yeah.
I still had hair.
Wow.
Yeah. And we were standing, it was actually myself and a lady who was working for us as a sales lady at the time. She had only recently joined us. And we were standing chatting inside the office, and in walks this lady, probably in her mid-30s, late 30s.
Okay.
And this older guy, he looked Mexican, actually.
Oh, yeah.
He was in this quite a creased crimpline suit.
Yeah.
I don't know if they call it crimpline, but
Probably
you know
not.
that synthetic
Crinkly and...
I don't know
Yeah.
if you were alive in that time, but at one stage
I was.
they brought out these kind of synthetic suits. You didn't ever want to put a match anywhere near them.
Really?
Because they weren't cool. They weren't cotton. They weren't cool as in they were
Yes,
quite hot
that
as
was-
well. Yeah, in many ways. Anyway, and then soon after that, people realized what terrible suits they made. So it was only the likes of us who couldn't really afford posh suits that would wear them.
They wear them, yeah.
So they weren't a sign of wealth, put it that way. So anyway, they come into the office, and I'm looking at him, and I'm thinking she might sort of say, look, I've come across this lonely Mexican fellow, and he really needs some help. Yeah. But she said, I wonder if you might consider giving us some publicity. So I said, what for? Glad that she didn't ask us for some money.
Exactly.
And she said, because my father's a musician. So I said, she said, and he's doing a concert in Wilderness. I said,
Nice.
Okay. And I was about to sort of say to her, okay, well, if you pay for an advert, blah, blah,
Yes.
blah, then we'll give you a free editorial. or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And she says, you may have heard of him. His name is Rodriguez.
How cool is that?
And I am a huge Rodriguez fan.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, I know all his songs.
Yeah, just not what he looks like.
Yeah. Well, the only picture I'd seen is him
On that-
sitting cross-legged on the Cold
Exactly.
Fact
I can
album.
picture it immediately.
Which is kind of multicolored.
And he's got a hat and
He's got a
sunglasses
hat on.
on,
He's
right?
sitting
Yeah.
on the floor cross-legged, if I remember
I remember
correctly.
him floating between it, and it's kind of written in circle around.
Yes, yeah,
This
yeah.
is my, yeah.
And you can't see his face.
Oh, man, amazing.
And then I realized, my head,
it's
this
him.
was Rodriguez.
How cool is
so
that?
the story goes, his sister lived his daughter lived in Wilderness.
Yes.
So I'm sure if you've watched the story Searching for Sugar Man.
I haven't.
You haven't. Oh, you've got to watch it.
Yeah,
You've got
I
to
still
watch it.
want to.
So
Yeah, you
Sugar Man,
recommended.
well, Rodriguez was an artist who, as most people will know, surely, American-based, but very, very famous in South Africa.
He did so well in South
Zimbabwe
Africa, yeah?
and Australia.
Amazing.
Now the story behind it, apparently, now this is how I've been told it,
Yeah.
is that someone had him on cassette tape during the army days of South Africa.
Oh, yeah?
And his songs are all very much, they're like a Bob Dylan sort of version of a song. They're social messages. They're strong. Yeah. One of the favorite lines of his is talking about the rich folks. Rich folks share the same jokes and they park in basic places.
Yeah.
I love it. It's all social.
Yeah.
Anyway, so someone played
Yes,
this cassette
that.
in one of the army barracks, and everyone said, "Wow, that's."
just taken
and
with it.
somebody had a twin tape deck, so they taped
Oh.
it, and
Yeah.
then soon everyone in that barracks that wanted
Yeah.
one got a copy.
Oh, how's
and then
that?
someone moved on to another barracks.
Yeah.
and apparently that's how his music spread. And obviously the record companies
Incredible.
got hold of it.
Yes, and saw that they were fans. And then,
But
wow.
nobody told Rodriguez
Yes.
that he was famous. And I don't think he got any of the money either.
No, whoa.
And then years and years later, probably in the late 90s,
Yeah.
early 2000s, I think late 90s,
Hmm.
someone had created a web page saying
Yes.
searching for Sugar Man
Yeah,
or something along those lines.
trying to
and the
find-
people
track
were
him down.
posting stories on the website saying,
Yeah.
he set himself alight on stage and died. Oh, he did this. Oh, he jumped off a cliff. Oh, died of drug overdose.
Yeah,
da, da, da.
yeah.
And his daughter discovered this and said, actually, he's my dad. And
Yeah.
he's fine. He's a painter decorator in,
Oh, my
I think,
goodness.
LA. I think
Oh,
it was
really?
LA.
Okay, yeah, still in the States. Wow.
And at one stage, he was the mayor of a town.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
So his
Amazing.
fan club flew him over here.
Yes.
And when he got here,
fascinating.
he didn't even have a guitar with him.
Yeah.
And they put him on the road on tour.
Yeah.
And they said to him, "We've got this backing band for you." And he said, "Do they know all my songs?" You know,
Yeah.
and they're like,
I don't-
"Everyone knows your
I don't
song."
think I remember them or they remind me. Wow.
He basically said it'll take them a week because I think
Yeah.
the day he landed, he had a concert that night, and he
Whoa.
said, "But they've still got to learn all my songs."
Yeah, yeah.
And my favorite part of, I don't know if it was in the Sugar Man movie, but definitely in a documentary that I saw,
Yeah.
was he said he was driving in, I think it was in Joburg or Cape Town, one of the bigger cities, and he says to the driver, he's got all these people around him, stop the car, and they stop the car. And he walks, and there's this busker
Yeah.
with a tin in front of him,
Yeah.
strumming his guitar, and he walks up to the guy and he says, "Hey man, do you know any Rodriguez?" And this guy says, Of course, Sugar Man."
Oh, man, incredible.
And this is Rodriguez.
Yes.
Blown away.
Oh,
anyway,
that is so
he did a
cool.
concert in Wilderness, which we went to see.
Oh, did you see it? Brilliant.
And yeah, I gather he's since passed away.
Oh, really? Okay.
What we were also told might be an urban legend, but
Yeah.
I think I like to think it's true. I'm
Yes.
going to say it's true.
There we go.
When he left South Africa and went
Yeah.
back to Los Angeles or
Yes.
wherever he was based, he gave all his money away.
Oh, really?
And he used to sleep on a couch in his friend's
Yeah.
house, and that's
Just
where-
so not
gave
after
all
the
the money
fame.
he owned,
that's
had earned whilst he was on his concert.
Yeah.
He wasn't about the money.
Oh,
So
amazing.
yeah, and
What a cool
the
story. Yeah.
A quick end.
Yes.
That was the time when digital photography had first started.
Oh, right. Of course.
So
This isn't on a phone or anything, right? You're not taking a selfie
definitely
like
not
that.
on a phone. So I had this digital camera.
Yeah.
And I said, please, we need a picture. And she agreed to take a picture of me and Rodriguez and this sales
Yes,
lady of
sales
ours,
lady, yeah.
Tamsin, who was also a fan. And my batteries were flat in my camera.
no.
And I rushed around the whole shopping complex looking for 2 penlight batteries
Yes.
to put in my
That's
camera.
all you needed.
And his daughter said, hang on, I've got my camera here. I'll take a picture and I'll send it to you.
Oh,
So
cool. Yeah.
she did, and I thought,
Oh.
and she sent me the picture.
Oh, she actually did.
I have a picture
Have you got
of
it
me
still?
and Tamsin and
And
Rodriguez.
Oh, love
What a
that.
legend.
That is so cool.
Yes,
I'd be very
yeah.
curious to hear if anybody else interacted with him.
Yes,
on
yeah,
Wilderness side
yeah.
or this side,
Yeah,
whereabouts. That'd be very, very
was,
cool.
It was in Wilderness, well, in Hookville,
Yeah.
the concert. Yeah.
Oh, in Hookville. Oh, great
And
venue.
we watched the afternoon concert, and he got drunker
Nice.
and drunker and
Oh,
drunker.
really? Just got worse and worse. Okay.
No, he got better and better. Just drunker and drunker. By the evening concert, I wasn't there, but
Yeah.
he must have been something else.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, he was, what a legend.
Oh,
What
man,
an absolute
hilarious.
legend. That's my story.
Hey, thank you so much for that. And
Thank
thanks for all
you.
the chats. I'm very curious to see where this all goes. Hopefully, we will have water and pumps and the system sorted out in
I
the
hope
next
so.
little bit.
Yeah.
But for now,
Hopefully it'll all be water under the bridge.
not under the weir.
Not under the bridge.
Thanks for the chat.
Thank you.